Sometimes silence speaks louder than 1,000 words. And sometimes the real story isn't about who leaves, but why they never come back. This is the story of a woman who chose peace over noise and of a man trapped in his own reflection. Demet Özdemir, a beloved, talented and authentic actress. What made her special wasn't just her beauty, but her integrity. She never betrayed herself or sold her soul for fame. She could have sparkled on the surface, but she chose to stand firmly in depth. Her relationship with Yaman was more than a fleeting love. It was a clash of two opposite worlds. She sought grounding. He ran from commitment. Can, charismatic and hungry for attention, never found refuge in love. To him, loving meant surrendering, and surrendering meant losing freedom. And so he ended up lost in himself. Demet walked away, not just from Can, but from the lifestyle he represented. Shallow, temporary, empty. She chose reality, consistency, growth. She chose silence, the kind that screams when there's nothing left to say. While Can was shining in Europe, collecting headlines and romances, his life followed a pattern: intensity, distance, breakups. Because he didn't seek love, he sought admiration. But beauty fades, fame disappears, and in the end, only emptiness remains. Demet, on the other hand, keeps growing, not only as an actress, but as a woman. Her peace, simplicity, and authenticity make her freer than ever. Being with Can might have given her more magazine covers, but not more happiness. She chose peace over noise. A woman's greatest victory is not winning the most desired man, but knowing when to walk away from the one who can't protect her heart. Demet didn't lose Can. She chose herself, and in that silent act, she won. Because life doesn't revolve around a man, and loyalty shouldn't be given to someone who can't honor it. Today she walks alone, but in peace. And that, my friends, is the bravest triumph. Sometimes starting over is the real success. And it's never too late to return home. From my point of view, Demet Özdemir represents something far deeper than a successful actress. She embodies the silent fight of a woman who has defended her space in an industry that constantly tested her, labeled her, criticized her, idealized her, and at times reduced her to a love story that no longer belongs to her. Many still mention her only in connection to Yaman, as if her personal and professional identity depended solely on that bond. But those who have truly followed her know that Demet has built much more than a career. She has raised her voice. Demet is not just talent and beauty. She's a woman who has faced complex moments with dignity. She's been judged for her choices, her lifestyle, her silences, even her smiles. But she never needed scandals to remain in the spotlight. Her strength lies in her quiet elegance, her ability to grow without stepping on others, and how she transformed each personal stage into professional growth. Many want her tied to the past, but she has chosen to move forward. Like Ken, she has also faced the pressure of unrealistic expectations. In this, they are similar. Both have learned to protect themselves, to maintain their essence beyond the noise. Not out of coldness, but out of necessity. Because when a woman stops pleasing everyone, she becomes difficult, distant, calculating. But the truth is, Demet is more authentic than ever. Some still insist she only shined next to Can. I disagree. She has proven her talent in every project she's taken since. From youthful charm to artistic maturity, she now stands as one of the most important figures in Turkish television. And she's done it alone, without clinging to a past relationship. What she had with Can was real and intense, but it doesn't define her. It cannot and must not be her only story. Privately, she has been very reserved. Some interpret that as coldness, but I see it as strength. In a world that demands total transparency, she has the right to choose what to share. And that, to me, is power. Demet doesn't need to explain every step she takes. She knows who she is, and that's enough. It's also important to note how she's crossed borders just like Can, well received in countries like Italy, Spain, and Brazil. Her acting, her presence, her energy, everything about her speaks a universal language. But unlike many, she didn't force her international rise. It happened naturally. As one fan wisely wrote, everyone has the right to live where they feel welcome, and that applies to the heart too. Demet has learned to live in her own refuge, to prioritize her well-being, to surround herself with those who truly support her. She's not trying to please the whole world. She's walking her path freely. And that, to me, is a deeper kind of success. Demet Özdemir is not just the actress who starred in a love story the public adored. She's a woman who has fallen, risen again, chosen silence when it was easier to scream. She has understood that in public life, balance is a daily achievement. And for that, beyond all that said, she deserves respect, admiration, and space to keep growing on her own terms. Because if she's proven anything, it's this: she doesn't need anyone by her side to shine. Demet shines alone, and with her own light. So why doesn't Turkey want him back? Because times have changed. Today's viewers want humility, sincerity, and real emotion. Muscles and fame aren't enough. Success now is about touching the viewer's soul. And sadly, that's something Can hasn't achieved yet. Demet Özdemir, however, has shown how to navigate fame's storm with strength and grace. Despite constant judgment and scrutiny, she stayed true to herself. She evolved, took on new roles, and didn't rely on scandals. She didn't meet expectation, she surpassed them. Many remember her for her relationship with Yaman, but what sets her apart is what she did after. She reinvented herself without losing her identity. With elegance, calm, and dignity, she made silence her greatest strength. Today, looking at her journey, all I can feel is admiration. Demet is more than a talented actress. She's a symbol of independence, strength, and silent evolution.